And this is really the secret of chemistry. Okay. The secret of chemistry basically is to be able to algebraically convert units. And to be able to take a given unit here, okay? Your given unit is what you're given in the problem. Let's say you've been given grams, okay? Let's say you're given grams. And you're going to convert that to something else. Well, the way you convert it is you're going to multiply and divide by a couple of different units here. Now, I have drawn here basically it's a fraction, okay? It's just like algebra class to where you would go, if you start out with something with x, say you had 2x and you wanted to convert that to y, then you would have y over x and these x's would cancel and you would have 2y, something like that. But all I did, folks, was just put this little fraction in a box just to make it easier to see. Well, in this box, when we're talking about just converting units, we're just converting units. Basically, you're only allowed to put three things in this box here. You either write 1 mole, Avogadro's number, guys, which as you know is 6.022 times 10 to the 23, or grams from the periodic table. Depending on where you write those is just depending on what you want to get rid of and what you want to keep. If I wanted to cancel, let's say I was given grams here and I wanted to get rid of it, well, then I would write grams, but they would be from the periodic table down here. What that will do is that will make the grams cancel out. Up here is whatever the problem is asking for. So whatever the problem is asking for goes up top. It could be asking for mole, Avogadro's number, molecules, atoms, grams from the periodic table. But regardless, your only three options is you're limited to these three things that you can put inside of this box here. So an example of this might be something that looks like this. Let's say you start out with 10 grams of CH4 and you want to convert that to moles. So again, you want to cancel grams, so you're limited to 1 mole, Avogadro's number, or grams from the periodic table. So you would go from grams from the periodic table of CH4 down here. And you would look that up, and carbon would be 12 grams per mole. You would have 4 hydrogens, so that'd be a total of 4 grams. So you would add those, and that would be 16 grams. So I would have 16 grams on the bottom. If you want to convert it to moles, well, then your only choice is to write 1 mole. Okay? Your gram units will then cancel. So what that ends up being mathematically is 10 times 1 divided by 16. So you would be left with 0.625 moles. So now you've converted grams to moles. Okay, if you were to start with 10 grams and you wanted to convert it to molecules, well, you want to cancel the grams. So once again, grams go down here on the bottom. Okay, cancel out grams. And on the top, you want to convert to molecules. Molecules. Well, what do you write with the number? What number do you write with molecules? Avogadro's number. Okay, you write 6.022 times 10 to the 23 molecules. So you are going to get a massive number. So your grams will cancel there, and you multiply times Avogadro's number. When you multiply times Avogadro's number, please remember to use parentheses and close out your parentheses. So you end up with a massive number, 3.76 times 10 to the 23 molecules. you notice that you're only going to use two out of the three things here. So this was molecules and grams. So you used Avogadro's numbers in grams. And this problem was moles and grams. Moles and grams. Okay, so again, only limited to writing literally one mole in the space using Avogadro's number and grams from the periodic table. Those are the only three choices you have when using this space, when doing conversions. That basically is the secret to doing chemistry problems. Okay, so whatever you want to cancel here, the unit must always go on the bottom. Whatever you want to answer, whatever you're trying to find, goes on the top. And you are only limited to using 1 mole Avogadro's or grams found on the periodic table.